Originally released for the PlayStation 3 and later ported to Windows, Linux, and PC, Dark Souls is the latest game in Ubisoft's Souls franchise. However, compared to the sequel, it just doesn't hold up. The game begins in the first level, in which the player creates their own Dark Soul, allowing for a SimCity-esque experience. We found the controls to be very clunky, scoring a C. Despite this, the level seemed far too easy, since no matter what we did, it seemed as if there was no way to lose. After the first level, the game unfairly ramps up the difficulty, forcing you to fight the angry blue demon with only the hilt of a sword. We thought that this was far too intense way to start off a turn-based RPG, so we gave the story a B-. After a long and tough battle, you finally defeat the area boss. However, it was not long before we got stuck again, this time in the next level. The skeletons come at you in hordes, forcing you to button mash, but no matter how hard you try, you will be killed instantly. Eventually, after making it through the tough level with no checkpoints, you encounter the final boss of the game. Despite being more of a challenge than the regular skeleton enemies, it was clear that little time and effort was put into the design of the boss, and EA was really rushing the game out the door to cash in on the hot Halloween sales. Your reward for beating the game is the Winged Spear, a weapon that only does a few damage per hit, only for the truly hardcore Dark Souls fanatics that want a challenge. It would have been especially nice to have seen the inclusion of a credit sequence, which was not present in this game, leaving you awkwardly standing around, forcing the player to figure out for themselves that they beat the game. It is unfortunate that the low budget of the game is as noticeable as it is, because otherwise it would be a solid puzzle platforming masterpiece. During our playthrough, we encountered a game-breaking bug that did not allow us to teleport from bonfire to bonfire as seen in the game's sequel. However, despite its major flaws, it is clear that the game has set a standard, inspiring many developers in recent releases such as Shadow of the Colossus and Super Hexagon.